Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to Allotment of the Dead. The ground is absolutely sodden. It's not really stopped raining probably for the last 2 or 3 days. It's been kind of on and off. There's been the odd kind of sunny spell, but amongst all that, there's been loads and loads of rain. I know we've not kind of had the kind of rain that Tony Smith's had in Sunderland, around that sort of area, and the storms that they've had up there, but we've had our fair share of rain. So I think it's probably time now. It's Halloween today, so it's probably time now to try and clear the pumpkin bed and get the fruit inside and hopefully dry, so that they'll hopefully last a bit longer. We'll probably take a couple of home to carve and make some pumpkin jam. I'll try and get the pumpkin jam recipe onto the YouTube, like I did with the chili jam. But really good recipe, really good taste to it, and surprising. It's not something that many people have heard of, but really delicious. Anyway, let's have a look at this pumpkin patch and then see what we can do. So just a little walk up by the polytunnels, and we're up to the pumpkin patch, which is it's looking at a right mess now. So okay, so there is a few pumpkins kicking around. I think variety of different sizes and colours, but the orange ones are pretty much in your face there. A couple of tromboncinos as well, but what we'll do is we'll cut everything down here now, so all the cosmos and everything needs to be out the way so we can harvest these pumpkins. I'll go and get the wheelbarrow. We'll put all the pumpkins into the wheelbarrow and you can have a look, see what we've got. I don't think there's going to be many because this cosmos really has taken over this year. Again, it's not something I'll be growing much of next year, at least not in this area. They're really beautiful flowers, but and they've lasted such a long time, but I think they've had quite an effect on the size of the fruit and indeed how many there's been. So we've got a few pumpkins kicking around, but so what we'll do is we'll harvest these now. We'll chop out all the cosmos and we'll go from there. Okay, there's nothing better than getting to this time of year and being able to harvest some of your own pumpkins. Something the kids have always loved me growing, and something that quite often you get some really nice size things for them to hollow out and turn into lanterns. But as with pretty much probably the majority of the world around this time, most of these pumpkins, the flesh of them is going to go to waste, which is a real shame, because these pumpkins that we grow have a fantastic taste to them. They're really sweet, they're really good in curries, and you can add them to a lot of other different things. Pumpkin spice lattes, you wouldn't have a pumpkin spice latte without pumpkin. So again, it seems such a waste to actually not utilise the flesh from inside these. So as I say, pumpkin jam, fantastic. My daughter makes a really nice pumpkin pie, as my wife, her pumpkin soup is to die for. So don't just waste these fruit. You know, use the pulp and make something out of it. Make something decent. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll harvest the ones that we've got around here, and I'll try and chop back some of the cosmos as I go, just to try and give myself a bit of clearing room. There's no point really keeping any of the vines at the moment, because anything that's probably on there now isn't going to get much bigger before the first frosts really come in, kill the plant, and that frost can get into the fruit as well, and it can damage the fruit, so it won't keep. You'll end up with just rotten pumpkin, which really doesn't smell very good. It's probably one of the most horrible smells you can find, actually, because of that sweetness of the pulp actually makes that kind of the smell even worse. Try it, you'll see what I mean. Anyway, so let's harvest what we've got then. So on the floor here, I've talked about this tromboncino that's been growing here for a while, like a big snake, and it's done really well. So that's the tromboncino. What I would say is, when you're harvesting any of these pumpkins, try and give yourself a nice bit of stem on the top, because the stem will actually help it to keep, it won't rot as quickly if you've got a nice bit of stem. One of the main areas where infection and bacteria and things can get into your fruit is from the stem, so try and keep as much of this stem intact. If you can cut it across the vine like I've done here, so you've got the two ends of the vine there and there, then all the better. And we'll try and do that with everything we take off today. So okay, so it's a nice sized pumpkin. Again, left it with a nice bit of a root on the top. Okay, so that one's just seemingly fallen off the vine. So that's what they call a candy roaster. First time I've tried these, growing these. I'm not sure what they taste like, but we'll find out. They should be a lot bigger than this. Again, it's not really grown that well to this year. Okay. As I say, cutting back some of the cosmos as I go. Of metal canes to hold them back. Okay, so let's go for this one. Again, nice little leaf there. Nice shaped pumpkin. It's a Cinderella type pumpkin. It's what Walt Disney named, or that's what the carriage was basically based on, because of these delineated segments that you can see on this particular pumpkin. Okay. Variety of different kinds. It's going to be one of the reasons why I'm not going to save any of the seeds from these. Pumpkins are a cucurbit, so are prone to crossbreeding. So a lot of the seeds that you would basically get from these this year, they'll look like some Frankenstein vegetables next year. So most of the time when I'm growing pumpkins, I'll always buy new ones every year. So I think that one's a Queensland blue. I might be wrong, but I think that's a Queensland. It's very heavy, so plenty of pulp in there. Okay, we're going off the floor. Another candy roaster. again, try and get as much of the debris off these when you can. Okay, see what else we've got. Let's push that forward a bit. Very heavy at the minute. Again, nice little pumpkins. Candy roasters. Okay, I've got the tiniest little crown prince here. A tiny little one. Again, I think I planted these quite late on in the season again, so I've probably not really done myself a favour. Okay. Got some nice little ones though. Okay, let's go for this one in the corner. Okay, so that one is called Iran. It's supposed to have some really nice colours to it as it ripens. So we'll ripen it off the vine a bit and we'll see if any of these colours develop, but I can't leave it on the vine now because it's too wet. Okay. Okay, so that is really heavy. Right. There's another Tromboncino there. Okay. That one's a white boar. Okay, let's leave that there for now. We'll come back shortly. Okay, so just to show you, there's a really wide variety of different squashes and pumpkins that you can grow every year, and different flavours and different uses you can have for each of them. So it's definitely worth a go doing them. A little bit disappointed this year that they were quite small, but I got some. So it's not a disaster. It's always nice to have some pumpkins. Anyway, okay, I'll continue to clear this space, and we'll come back and we'll have a look when it's finished, and hopefully we'll get it ready for next year. So anyway, all the best for now. Take care. Bye bye.